Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cities Skylines in the region of Knight's Gauntlet with your regional governor, Kuros Paladin. Still don't know exactly what the terminology would be there, but anyhow, we're looking over this wonderful roundabout in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This wonderful jacaranda tree-lined roundabout with this monument in the center. We'll pull back a little bit here where US 24 circles, because we have old US 24 coming in from the north, and then we have the newly built US 24 that comes around and right through here, Telegraph Road, even though US 24 actually comes up this way into Detroit, and Telegraph Road is actually kind of more or less like right about, I want to say here, more or less. But anyhow, so what are we doing this episode, or the last episode? We had built our wonderful complex here, our stadium, and I did a little bit of work after the last episode. You might notice it already. I was already, as soon as I had built it, these three lines, rail lines coming in through here, were already clogging things up. So what I did is I removed the one line and built this new station over here for the third rail line, so that now all three lines can continue unobstructed without any problems. I am curious where that one is going. So that is the 1C Zephyr. So where do you go? I'm just curious where you go, because I didn't know there was somebody going along there. Oh, we had to pull up. Well, not what I wanted. I don't know why I clicked that. There we go. So the 1C Zephyr. Interesting. Why are you way over there? Huh. That is very interesting that train is there. Maybe it's just lost? So the 1C Zephyr, let's take a look here. It goes from Union Station to lines overview. Okay, it goes to Union Station, and then, oh, that's a train. I'm sorry, here we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, Union Station to Detroit. So it goes just between Detroit and Chicago. Alright. It just takes the northern route. Okay, that's fine. Would be nice if you could put waypoints in this game and say, no, I want you to go to the south. But anyhow, so I added that train station and these ramps. I think I put those in between just to alleviate the congestion that was occurring here. I also extended out these approach tracks so that a train can sit here as well as wait for one that is in the station. Although that's really not a problem now that only one line visits each pair of tracks. Anyhow, we have yet to have an actual event at our new stadium, but I am anxious for it to happen. Supposedly one is going to happen later, quote, today, unquote, because it is supposed to happen on the 7th or the 28th of July, 2019. We will see if that actually happens. People are showing up, but I think what they're doing is they're visiting this park over here. And unfortunately, I may at some point after this quote event occurs over here, pause the game, delete the entire thing, just the stadium, then flatten out the land and rebuild it and see what happens, because this is bothering me over here. And I can't raise that land. I've tried raising it and nothing happens. Now watch. This is going to make a liar of me, isn't it? I'm going to come over here. And yeah, I try raising the land and nothing happens. So I just want to fix that. And no, move it doesn't work. I can't just raise that. So I'm hoping, but I fear that this station over here also dropped. It shouldn't be that low, but we'll see. But I'm gonna rebuild that after the current event. I want to see the current event occur, which is one of these two. There's the Expo Center. Here we go, Colossal Park. So yeah. All right. So what else can we do while we're waiting for that? So also things that we did prior and more recent was Drummond Island, which is doing very well. Putting a little bit of industry over here helped them. I say a little bit. It looks like a lot, but that's because there's 4 geothermal plants over here. We have these giant cargo ships that are getting 100%. Wow. And look at that. That is some piloting skill. Look at that. Just barely cleared the landmass there. I'm just going to do something just because I'm going to make that just ever so slightly wider. There we go. Okay. And we have some trees that are drowning. So let's just go ahead. We'll take care of the drowning trees. There we go. Okay. And hopefully that does not flood anything. That change. I doubt it will. So, okay. So, what else can we do? I've been very happy with the eastern coast of the Lower Peninsula. I did want to get something in Canada. Technically, this is part of the United States. I just didn't realize that. I honestly did think the international border came through here, but apparently it goes through and then over to here or something, but this is Drummond Island, which is part of the U.S., if I was looking at my real-world map properly. So I still want to get something going on in Ontario, because all that Ontario's got going for it right now is Kent Heights and this forest, and then it's got this major exchange over here for rail, and then over here it's got Chatham, Windsor, Wallaceburg, Sarnia. But aside from that, there's nothing else going on in Canada. So I really would like to get Canada something. So I think it would be nice to get Sault Ste. Marie. So right here would be a good spot for that. So here we have the International Bridge. It looks pretty pathetic. I think it's time, just like we rebuilt the Mackinac Bridge, we're going to rebuild the International Bridge. So we're going to remove quite a bit of the approach. There we go. All those cars are going to have to figure it out. And I'm also, it did kind of do a weird wonky, I don't know how to describe it, but that weird, you know, I don't even know how to describe it, how it crossed over. Why can't I, sorry, I'm getting distracted because now I'm not getting my parallel road tool. So either I'm not reading the thing right, or I don't know what's going on. You know, these mods, I'm guessing it's me, it's user error. That's the problem. I'm just not using it right. So anyhow, we're gonna put in, it's gonna move slightly. You could see where these cars are, it was right here. We're gonna move it ever so slightly. We're gonna move it a little bit upstream, and we're gonna cross over right here. I wanted to use the parallel road tool, but obviously I can't, because I don't know what's going on there. It's not giving me an option. So it could be I've got a setting somewhere or something that's preventing it. So with Move It, I can just adjust the height later on. But what I want is to go across. Now, I would love to somehow mimic the Sioux Locks. But there's no traffic through here. No ships come through here. And I've seen with Knight's Helm, you had to have pretty wide waterways for ships to go through. So even though this is Sault Ste. Marie, the Sault locks are not going to exist here. So we're just going to have, I need to go, this should be okay. Right, yeah, let's just go a little bit more like this. And we're going to make the bridge 22U? Yeah, 22U. Boom. And then we're going to have the opposite direction. How close can I actually get? Okay, that's too close. So one away. With anarchy, I could do it, but with anarchy, I can do almost anything, right? All right. So first things first, we want to make the bridges the same height on either side and the towers to be the same height as each other. There we go. Then we're going to take the towers. They are going to be raised up ever so slightly from the approaches, just to give it that, you know, the fact that it's a bridge. And suspension bridges, I believe, are pretty much do exactly that. What's going on there? All right. And then last but not least, we just need to take care of this. I want to come out even further because I never have been happy. You know, the person that did this map, great job on the map, but your freeways, they were just a little bit too far apart from each other, the lanes. But it's still working out very well. So, okay, what I want to do, and I'm not doing a very good job of it. There we go. I just want these to be somewhat at the same level as well. There we go. All right, so we're going to go the wrong way. Turn that around. Oh, and I just realized something. I want no streetlights. None. Okay, not up here yet. All right. I'm still not happy with this part, so I'm just going to delete that as well. All right. And then we're just going to do this. We're going to come up to here. There we go. Okay. All right. Enough fiddling with that. Now we have to do the actual roadways getting to the bridge. Still don't get... I must have it hidden or something. The dialogue that pops up showing that. So I'm not going to be able to use the parallel road tool for this. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to still come down just a little bit closer here. And then with this one, we're going to come down just a little bit closer. A little bit closer now. Wow, okay. And now we'll do... with the guidelines, we'll come in, same thing with the guidelines, if I can get the right one, in. How does that look? It doesn't look terrible. It does need a little bit of readjustment though. So, first thing I'm going to do is we are going to change this to be ground. Okay, I got to get rid of move it. Come on, move it is still active for some reason. There we go. So those are going to be ground pieces. Alright. And then this shouldn't be lower than that. That's just silly. I have to move a cat. There we go. Alright. So I can either raise the bridge or lower the approach. I think I'm going to lower the approach. So both of these, make them at least the same height as that. There we go. Okay. And then this just feels like it's a little bit low. I don't know if that's an optical illusion. No, it is actually lower. Again, it shouldn't be lower. There we go. All right. So we got that taken care of. Now we got to connect up over here again. So here we are going to have a little bit of shenanigans going on. Because we're going to have kind of a wild curve. We're going to have to back off a little bit more. There we go. All right. So I prefer, default, to have it do its own, like that. And then, really, I could probably just come out this way ever so slightly. Connect up. Turn that around. And then similar over here. So I have just a short section of straight. Turn that around. I don't know what's with the Halloween music going on right now. I think that's from Sim City Societies, and it was the haunted town or whatever. It'll do. That will do. Okay. So let's take another look. And I am okay with that. I think what I will do... I'd like to bring this side up a little bit. So we're going to take those two nodes and we're going to make them the same height as this. I don't know how ridiculous that's going to look. That's okay. Because, yeah, you would have kind of a long approach. And then you've got the cable stayed part. And then you've got the approach. Yeah. For some reason, though, these feel like they're higher than these. I don't know if that's an optical illusion. They were higher. Okay. They were. And then I do want, though, so all 4 nodes now, to send those up ever so slightly. Because I'm spending a lot of detail on a lot of time on a tiny detail. Oh, and now we're into a Transport Tycoon. There we go. Okay, that's a little high. There we go. Okay. All right, anyhow, we have rebuilt the International Bridge. Or maybe we have built the International Bridge. Prior, it was something else, right? Let's go ahead. We're going to do this so that I-75 continues to be I-75. And then... Oh, I always forget I have to click the other road. There we go. Drag you all the way up to there. Boom. Now we have I-75 northbound. Okay, there. Excellent. So, yeah, 75 southbound, 75 northbound. Okay. Even though I-75 stops here, and I do not know what the road is over there. Wow, okay, 18 minutes just to build a bridge. But it is a magnificent bridge. I should probably do something with Mackinac Island, too. We'll see. Okay. But I want to build out over here a community. So I just rebuilt all of this, and I should have planned for an exit ramp here while I was doing that. Still can do that. So we're going to put an exit ramp. If I want more than one, which I... Oh, wait, over here. Right. Over here is where I was going to do it. Whoa, okay. So let's make certain we're looking at the right spot. So we've got this tiered land. That's going to make it an exit ramp somewhat interesting. I could put it way down here. So let's put it down here. I gotta move a kitty again. This is the other cat, the one that loves to just sit in front of my monitor. Okay. Let's repeat the cat owner's oath. I love my cat. I love my cat. I love my cat. Alright. I just want to go straight across. More or less perpendicular across. Boom. Okay. You need to be there. Okay. That's just unfortunately the way that goes due to the slope of the land. So, next, our exit and entrance ramps. So, access. So, this is going to have to join right up to, you're joining basically right on the bridge. And I don't know if this will work. Let's see what happens if I change this to a 4-lane. It looks a little bit weird. But if we don't look too close at it, it should be okay. And then same thing, we're going to have a 4-lane here coming off the bridge, because that's going to be the deceleration lane. Okay. So we want a one-way road. I'm going to start with the one-way road. I will change it to whatchamacall later. Down and 12U. Actually, the road length is okay. There we go. So 12U, pretty much right about there. And then with Anarchy, yeah, that works. I'm gonna force this to be ground. Boom. Then we're gonna turn it around. And that will just be that. Okay. Excellent. So this is going to be an interesting one, because this is where it won't be an angle coming off. Alright. Let's disable Anarchy for a moment. Okay, come on. So many buttons! And then just connect up somewhere. Right about there. That works. But this needs to come down. There we go. Alright. That is okay. Let's bring this. It might have to come up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alright, that takes care of the northbound. Let's take care of the southbound. Click. There we go. So this is not going to have as much space. Not as much space at all. In fact, that is pretty much going to be it right there. Boom. Now, do I want that to be curved like that? Yeah, it can be curved like that. Let's change it. And there we go. Not very thrilled with the way it kind of bounces down there. Oh well. If I make it perfect, I will never be done. Alright, and then just come out here. 12U. I want to go straight down, and then we'll just connect up. Anarchy is our friend. Boom. We're going to grab this and just come out just a little bit. And we're going to take this in just a little bit. There we go. There. And then change you. Already did that. Okay. So there's our interchange. If I get that the right direction. There we go. Okay. So, but it doesn't go anywhere yet. So we have to build Sault Ste. Marie. So let's go ahead and do that. But guess what I have to do before that? Everybody's favorite thing, right? Here we go, everybody. I'm sorry. But yeah, we gotta do... where is it? Default. Did I go past it already? Default, default, default. Where is it? Default. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. The 4-lane did have it. Okay. So then 3-lane, I want one beyond. There we go. Going under the bridge, or the overpass, I should say. Here should have it. I gotta change those to be ground because for some reason they're going to elevated. So switch these back to ground. There we go. Okay. And then on the bridge itself, it does have lights, and then of course there'll be lights there. Okay. Alright, that takes care of all of that. Next, we're going to do just a little bit of leveling out there. Bring you down ever so slightly. That might be a little bit too much. There we go, okay. Alright, so then the next thing that everybody loves watching me do, yep, are lane connectors. So that our Sims behave. Well, oh, I didn't want that to be 2 lanes, because I didn't change that, did I? There we go. Ah! I had that. Come on. There. Okay. Right. Did I have that as an elevated? It could stay, but I don't want it as an elevated, no. Oh my gosh, I'm clicking it, but it's not doing it. There we go, okay. Brain fried. Okay. So, everybody's favorite thing, lane connectors, if I can do it. Because, there we go, it didn't want to connect on that one. Okay, and then this is where just we play nice. Okay, we don't cut across 4 lanes of traffic as soon as we enter the freeway. Nor do we cut across 4 lanes to exit the freeway. Come on. Come on, there. Okay, and there. And there. Alright. Then we make a nice turn under the bridge. We merge as we're about to go over the international bridge. So I really should rename this part of the highway to whatever it is in the real world. And I may actually do that, so. I'm not very thrilled with how the textures change here. But I guess if I don't look close enough, I won't see it. There's a lot of places that you just have to ignore. I've seen a lot of great people, or great players out there that do a lot of awesome work with their cities. I just don't have the patience that they do. Okay, actually, I'm not going to do that yet, because that's going to change as soon as I connect. And I gotta get rid of that piece from my rotation. Okay. I am not gonna build out over here though, so. There, there, and then both these lanes will just be forced over into there. Okay. So now let's go ahead. We're gonna actually start getting around to the actual city. Here we are, almost 30 minutes into the episode. Finally doing something! I can unpause the game and let it actually go forward. So this road coming in here, okay, there we go. Coming in, give me all these back because I do want it coming at a right angle there. And then this road will go straight for a little bit. And yeah, it's pretty wild terrain up here, isn't it? It's pretty wild terrain. Okay. And I hit pause again, because I just do that all the time. I'm going to do grass-lined streets here. So you're going to come down the overpass, come down from there, and you're going to have an intersection right here. Down here, you're going to have some kind of like beach house. I don't know how else to describe it. Beachfront. So, coming up. And yeah, I can connect up there. This can just come in straight. I'm not too concerned. It does not... this will be a grid area here, just because this will be the, quote, downtown area. So it'll be tight grid. forward just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then we're just going to get rid of these stubs for the moment. And then this road can drop down to just 4 lanes from this point. Or from 6 down to 4 here. Okay. Alright. I'm going to drop this intersection down just a bit. Seems a little bit on the high side. We'll take that in, and yeah, that can go over there to that. This can come out, and we'll connect here. How's that? Okay. So there's our beginnings of Sault Ste. Marie. And it has a highway connection. So that's important. Because I think the very first version of this I did, this map, long ago, the first episode I had to start over because Detroit didn't even have a... It wasn't connected to anything else. It was just itself. So, alright, let's get some services in. As always, schools are important. Education is key. We are also going to need police, and I want to give them... Do I want to give them a headquarters? I don't really want this to be a huge city, but you know what? It is going to have a headquarters because this is going to be kind of the center of the region, as it were. So they're actually going to have an honest-to-goodness hospital, which I forgot how huge these things are. At least this one. And I prefer this hospital the way it looks over the other one. Actually, we're going to put it right next to the highway. How's that? There we go. Okay, so we have all that. We're also going to give them a cemetery, and that's going to be right here. Boom. Okay. There's going to be very little high-density commercial. Literally right there. Then the rest can be low-density. So just fill in this. There we go. For low-density. I don't know if I want more commercial or not. Sure, what we'll do is actually this and this will just all be commercial. How's that? Including this little bit over here. Okay. So that's kind of like the commercial core. Then we're going to have our residential. And people are already eager to move in. We're going to have our beachfront property. Actually, that one not developed. And then we're going to have the people that don't have the beautiful view of the water. And people that have to live right next to the freeway and the hospital. And, well, you know, living near a hospital isn't that bad. Okay, and then right here, I think I'm going to put, with the cemetery, we're going to do this. We're going to paint a park area. So we're going to come over here. We're going to paint a park area. Let's get the small. We're going to put a park in this right here. Because I haven't done a park in a while. Now we're going to give them a city park. They're not going to have the monstrous huge. They're going to have the small main gate. And that can be right here. And then we can have a side gate more or less right across the street from it. And it's not really going to have a lot in it. Okay, I need to force this to be ground, but need to do that. Come back to this. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to have another gate over here to connect to a little side gate right there. There we go. And then over here, we're going to have a path that just kind of curves around the cemetery. There we go. Nope, I'm not happy with that. Oh. Here we go, because I can't connect to the road, otherwise Sims will be able to cheat. Okay, what was it complaining about? Not in park area is what it was complaining about. Well, yeah, it is. There we go. And we're just gonna bring you right up to there. Okay, excellent. And then they're not gonna have a lot in this park, because really there's not a lot of space. The main idea for this park is, hey, you know, there should be something nice out here for these people. Oh. So I'll have a gazebo or two looking out right onto the road there. Because everybody likes looking out over the road, right? Okay. Let's adjust the height of the trampoline park just a little bit there. There we go. Okay, so we got our little park in Sault Ste. Marie. And look at that, it's developed pretty well already. Wow. Right across the river from Drummond Island. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know. Alright, so let's back off. Canada is starting to invade Michigan. Kind of reminds me of a West Wing episode where there's a altercation in Canada. Just off the border, just like almost right on the border of the U.S. and Canada, in Minnesota or something like that, and that area, and you know, it made it to this White House Situation Room, and one of the advisors, the security advisors, is joking to one of the ambassadors, the Canadians, "Oh, we don't have a plan to invade Canada," and then one of the Joint Chiefs of Staff kind of gives her a look of, "Don't say that." It's like, okay, so they've got a secret plan to invade Canada. Oh, okay. So we will grow this as time goes by. So Forest Park will be Sault Ste. Marie. There we go. Excellent. So yeah, it took a long time to get there, folks. A long time to get there. But we finally got there. What would be really cool, if I could do it, is get that ferry route to come over here. But I would probably have to cut into this. Can I put a ferry route in here? Well, that's because I have Anarchy going. There we go. Wow. Looks like I might be able to. Because if I can get a ferry up here, of course, I just built all this. But if I could get a ferry up here, that'd be kind of cool. The mind. It ponders. If I just cut away... Whoa! I thought I had the level tool. There we go. If I just cut away here... ever so slightly. And it's not unrealistic to have these cliffy areas up here. And then... down here by the bridge, it would not be unrealistic. Because let's be honest, who wants to live under or near the bridge, right? Then using move it, we can turn this, push it ever so slightly. Turn it even more. And then this, bring it way down a little bit, which means bringing the house down a little bit. And bringing you down just a little bit. There we go. And then up there. Just connect for right now. That's not terrible, and that's not a bad height whatsoever. Just eat into that just a little bit there. And then let's see if I can actually get a ferry route to come out here. I just noticed the water is flowing into Lake Superior, which I find kind of interesting. Alright, so this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. We're going to have to go right alongside the water, but... or right alongside the... you know what I mean. Okay. Connect there, and then what we're all going to do is, because I do want to connect to Drummond Island, and just to make it a little bit faster for these. And then, pause, we're going to add a stop. So we're going to grab this, and we're going to come out to here. Bing! There we go. So now we have a three-way stop going back and forth. So are you going to, is this going to be the inaugural ferry? Nope. Alright. Captain is just like, I'm not going that way. We charted our course ahead of time. We're going where we were originally going to go. So, and then finally, because I have that down there, I really should have a couple of buses up here. So we're going to close the episode by just putting a bus route down up here, and it will take an hour and a half for the buses to arrive because they have to come all the way up from way down south. Actually, you know what? Canada should have its own bus depot. So where is... I don't want to use the Planet Express one again. Oh. We will need a Canadian Post, though. There we go. Okay. So, a bus stop. Where are the bus depots? There they are. So, oh, these things are... Oh, they're not that big. Okay. You can live right next to the hospital. Sorry, folks. I know you just moved in. You just moved in, and then we're gonna take you out. But sorry. All right. And then I want this to be able to swing around. Just do a very simple circuit of the city. There we go. Building an entire depot just for one bus, but you know, I haven't, you know, it just, there has to be somewhere closer for buses to arrive from, and there we go. Okay, so there we go, folks. Sault Ste. Marie complete, doing very well. Let's take a overall look at the entire region, see what's going on here. So we've got, you know, this is just going to be a consistent thing. Not enough educated workers. It's just going to happen because of real time. I'm kind of tempted to just go ahead and build the Hadron Collider and take care of that, but at the same time, I'm not really thrilled with the Hadron Collider. It's great, and then it's not so great. Checking out the rest of the region, looks like things are doing okay. I don't see any major zots going on. I don't see any fires. I don't see any complaints. I don't see any lack of water. I don't see any lack of electricity or sewage treatment, because a lack of sewage is a good thing. So I think the city, or the region, is doing well. Growth, not all that great, but I haven't been doing a lot of new population or a lot of residential growth. Recently we did this down here in Dayton. I think I would like to continue out up here into this area as well. I can sneak under the railroad there, which is really good, and put another little neighborhood in over here alongside US 24. I am just still really happy with that stretch of road. I think it's one of the more enjoyable things that I've put into a game, is that stretch of US 24. So I want to find a vehicle that's headed down along it so that we can follow it. There we go. Maybe a little bit too much hill over there on the right, but you know, I'll have to do a little bit more work there. But it's just a beautiful view. Look at that, coming in to Springfield, Ohio, along US 24. US 24 does not go through the real world Springfield. Who cares? It's SimCity. You can do what you want. There is no wrong way to play the game. So it's only wrong if you're not having fun. So you know, again, I could sit here and watch this truck travel the entire length. In fact, I'm kind of curious where it's going. My guess is it's going to turn around here. Right? Yep. It's going to run over that child and then make a turn. So it is going into the south side of Springfield. Right? Yep. So, yep. Going over to whatever that was right there. Making a delivery. So, everybody, I hope you had a great time with the series, the episode. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and what you would like to see me try. Let's get a nice, really wide shot here of the entire region. We'll get both the Detroit area and the Chicago area in there. There we go. I think that's a really good closing shot. Everybody, I will see you in the next episode. Take care, and bye.